another Lumio Live. I'm super pumped because I've got my friend Alex here today who hasn't been on with us in quite a while. How you doing, Alex?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me back.
Thanks for being here. You guys, last Lumio Live, I was with the other Alex. I know not so many Alexes that work with us. I was with the other Alex and I gave you guys a sneak peek of AI Enhance coming into beta mode. And I didn't really know that it was actually coming this fast. So now I'm excited to be with this Alex, and we're going to give you an even deeper dive into this brand new feature that's in beta mode. I'm super pumped. But before I show it to you, I just want to remind everyone that AI is totally your choice. In Lumio, it's embedded in, but it's still your choice to use it. It's available. There is a button to access it, but if you don't want to use it, Lumio does not force you to. So I always like to remind everyone it's there. It's awesome. But if you choose not to use AI, that is 100% your choice and you can move forward without it. But I was thinking, Alex and I were kind of chatting yesterday and we were talking about what teachers really are looking for when they're looking for AI. And Alex shared a really great story. Can you share a little bit about what you told me yesterday?
Of course. So I talk to educators all day, every day. I'm in the classroom. I was in the classroom for 20 years. And what's really important to teachers is they really want to use all of the lessons, all of the work that they've used for decades. They just want to make it more exciting. They want to make sure they can access every single student in the classroom. So what's really cool about AI enhancement is it's your own lessons. It's just adding things to make that better. It's your own personality that shines through. It's everything that you've worked on for maybe 30 years in the classroom. And it's just adding in formative assessments, adding in group workspaces, adding in AI enhanced games, and really being able to have fun with what you've already had.
I love that. So kind of from two perspectives here. A, like Alex said, you have some stuff that you've created over the last years of teaching. You've got some really great stuff and you just need a little support making it more engaging. Or your district is providing you curriculum, or you've got access to digital curriculum that lets you download Google Slides. And a lot of those do usually happen to be a lot of teacher talk or worksheets, and that's not accessible for everyone. So you're maybe coming to Lumio to find a way to make those more engaging and to embed more interactivity into the lesson. So that's what I've got here on the screen is I've got this lesson. It was just Google Slides. So it's on circuits and you can see I've got a title page. I've got some definitions here. I've got some visual examples of insulators and conductors, and then closing out with a turn and talk activity, which, by the way, I love a turn and talk. Same. Because you strategically pair your friends, your students, and the conversation is just so rich, but we want to find ways to get the students engaged. So what you might have seen before in Lumio, and I'm going to actually close this really quick, just give you a little backstory, is what's been available is this button right here, which was AI lesson. And that created a completely new lesson for you. So you would just put in the topic, you can put in your standard, and it would do the whole thing for you. Or if you clicked new, there was a couple activities like response, monster quiz, game show that would just generate something completely new for you. But what's really nice is now you can actually access AI, and what it'll do is enhance what you've already got. And that button is right here. And when we're done, I'll show you how to turn on beta mode so you know how to get this button there. So
add something while you're doing that too. So when you're doing the AI lesson generation, what I noticed is it would create a whole lesson, but it sometimes would not be show your own personality. It sometimes would add in a little bit too much information or might not be the way I like to run my classroom. So what I've loved with the AI enhancement, it was really just your own work. It was your own personality showing through. It was what you wanted to portray to your students. It was just a little bit more fun.
I love that. Again, this is really taking the things that you've created, and we're just adding some stuff to it. So I clicked on AI Assist, and now I get to decide exactly what I want now in this lesson. So how would you like the activities to enhance your lesson? So maybe I'm looking for more engagement. I could choose independent practice and review, maybe some assessment and progress monitoring, or maybe opportunities for deeper thinking. But let's say that Alex and I are teaching this lesson. We want to make sure we wanted some progress monitoring. Are they understanding what insulators and conductors are? So I'll go ahead and click that. Then it lets you choose if your students are connected to Lumio with their own devices. So if you're using Lumio as a whole group, you might say don't include, but if they have the one-to-one devices, you'll go ahead and include. And then you can also pick how many activities. This looks like a pretty short lesson. So let's just do 1 to 3. All right, let's see what it gives us. So it's taking a little.
There was also a section in there that you could add in if you wanted to add in some standards, if you wanted to add in like a prompt like you would in any AI generation, you can add in your own extra details there and also pick a grade level. So say you wanted to add a grade band and you are targeting 5th graders, you can add that in too.
That's perfect. It's super important that we're copying and pasting. If you've got standards that you want to align to specifically, copy and paste those in. If you have essential questions that you already lesson planned, copy and paste all that in. It gives you a text box so you can really make it as catered to what you need it to be as possible. So now it's going to show us, I asked for 1 to 3 activities. So it gave me some choices here. And it kind of tells you what exactly you're going to get. So it looks like it gave me a match them up. It tells me that that's going to be a quick check. Should take about 4 minutes, and it'll be an individual activity, and that's going to be on circuit key terms. You'll see here you might have an opportunity for the students to apply it like we did that turn and talk. Maybe now I want them to document their conversation, right? Alex, we think about the different students that we have too in our classrooms, and while partner talk could be really good, how about the students that maybe the chatting is really difficult for them?
Mm-hmm. Also, if you look on that show details, if you toggle that little button on the bottom, what's really cool is that all the questions will pop up, all of the details. So while you're previewing, I mean, again, you can always delete any pages in Lumio like you would in Google Slides, like you would in any other lesson planning software. However, this is cool because you can preview while you're going through it and planning it.
That's so perfect, right? And then we give our students the opportunity to really showcase their understanding in different ways. They did the turn and talk. Now they can do a game. And for some students, maybe speaking with a turn and talk is difficult, but now we give them a way to document that because maybe that's an easier access point for some students. So again, we gave them different categories, circuits at home, in cars, and at school. And what's really cool is you'll notice it actually tells you where it's going to place the activity to. So it says that this one's going to go, I'm going to show, hide those details. This one's going to go after that last page. This one's going to go after page 4. So it's not only creating it for you, it's also doing a really nice job of organizing it too.
Yeah, I also like that a lot of times you might want a formative assessment in one classroom, or you might want an extension in one classroom, but in your other classroom, maybe that they're moving at a different pace. So they might move at a slower pace in your morning AM 4th graders, and your afternoon 4th graders might move really fast.
Exactly. And then once it does put it in, you're not stuck with it. So like Alex said, if you did want to delete it, you still can, or you can still go in and edit it. So maybe you wanted to make it your own. Like Alex said, you can still go in, you can change any of the text here and then change the background if you want to make it, the same flow, the same fun background. It's still totally your lesson. You still have full control over it. Think of this as like, hey, it's just kind of helping you get some ideas. It's doing some of that groundwork for you, but this is still you. It's still your lesson, and you still have control as the teacher. So really quick, I'm going to click finish editing because I want to make sure everyone knows where to turn on beta mode. That was one of my first few times using it. So it's always going to ask me for that feedback, which, by the way, our Lumio product team wants to hear from you.
Yep.
If you were part of the beta channel before, we just changed the way that delivery mode looks, and lots of folks had lots of feedback. So now we relaunched that delivery mode, and it looks even different than when it came out a couple months ago based on everyone's feedback. So we've got about a minute left. I'm going to show you 2 things that you need to know. So first things first, top right corner, I'm going to click on my picture here, and I have a button that says About Lumio Beta. If you are not part of beta yet, your button will say Join Lumio Beta.
Yeah.
Right here, you can go ahead, toggle that on, and there's like, I don't know, Alex, 5, 6, 7 different features in beta right now. You can see all of those right here. There's a widget wall, there's a noise meter.
Widget wall is so great for classrooms. It's basically like everything that you would buy in the beginning of the year and put up on your walls. The timer, all the different things. It's great. Clock.
All the things. It's so cool. So take a look at all the features that are available. But here's what's really important too. Right next to my little icon here, I have a question mark. And at the bottom, there is a button that says beta feedback. If you click on that, there is a forum there that you can either search. So like maybe someone already submitted an idea that you have and you can upvote what other people have said. The more upvotes, that goes higher on the board for our product team. Or you could go ahead and submit your own, and then you can actually share that link with your colleagues as well if you want, and then we can highlight those with our product team as well. So if you try one of our beta features, give the feedback to our product team. They're really looking for it.
It's wonderful. It's honestly great. And you'll notice changes. We noticed they added standards into the enhancement lesson generation. It was a great addition. It was something that a lot of our teachers wanted.
We love it. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for being here.
Yes,
thank you all for your amazing feedback. Everything that's growing in Lumio, it's because of the voices that you guys are sharing. We really appreciate it. Reminder, we've got just one last Lumio Live to go this June, and then we're taking a little break over the summer. We'll see you guys at Lumio Palooza in July. So that'll be July 14th and 15th. Reach out if you've got any questions about Lumio Palooza. And thank you all for being here. Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye, guys.